All right, so this morning I was backing out the Evo, and I noticed over here a big puddle of liquid that has a rusty color to it. So I'm pretty sure, actually I'm positive it's the coolant that was in here. So I checked the oil. Oil's fine. Everything's fine. All fluids. However, this was one of the things on my to-do list. I wasn't planning on doing it for another week or two, but I might be getting to it a little bit sooner. So as you can see, the radiator's got a lot of rust. Same color as that liquid that's on the ground. So I do have radiator flush. Probably gonna fill this up with some distilled water. The Prestone flush that I bought, I'm gonna run it for maybe a few days, and then drain the radiator. Some more distilled water, some more flush, drain it through again, and then I'll do it one more time, and then we'll fill it up with coolant. And the coolant reservoir, I mean, just look how nasty that is. This is one part of the car that's been neglected for a little while. I think this comes right off. So yeah, we're gonna get in there, clean all that out. So I might get around to cleaning that out today, at least the reservoir portion, and then I'll get to doing the radiator. Maybe Monday or Tuesday. It is Sunday here in Okinawa right now. So got 11 Evo. I don't mind. Gives me one other thing to do, and I was planning on doing the radiator coolant anyways, so not too big of a deal. So we're gonna head back over to David's place, and we're gonna go ahead and start working on the engine bay. We're gonna clean everything up. So I want to shoot what the engine bay looks like before. Then I'm gonna head over to David's house, who is a proud owner of R33 GTR. It's midnight purple. I'll get some shots of his car when I get over there, and he keeps that thing immaculate. You could literally eat off the valve covers. So he's gonna give me a hand. We're both gonna tackle it and try to make this look years newer. I mean, it's not too bad. I hit it up a little bit, but a lot of the grime and the oil and dust and everything, we want to get it off. So good. I'll go ahead and pan around a little bit so you guys can see what we're working with. So we got the Evo all prepped up right now. I got the intake covered with a bag, remove the battery. Getting some water in the coolant reservoir. We're gonna spray everything down with, what are we using? Simple Green Max. So we're gonna spray everything down and then let it marinate for a little bit.
Yep.
And then just hit it with some water.
Let's make it happen.
All right, let's do it. All right, just so you guys can see the after, what it's looking like. I don't think the camera really does any justice on it. Just go ahead and take a look at the aluminum parts. David probably spent, what, 20 minutes working on the overflow reservoir. The inside was nasty, looks real good inside.
That was a challenge.
So yeah, it's looking a lot better. It's looking like a new 4G over here. So we're gonna go ahead and fire it up. The matching Brembos. Hey, you trying to trade cars?
If you want to.
If you want to, yeah. I mean, if you put a little cash on top, I'll think about it.
Well, we gotta talk about it.
Man, it's like behind the scenes, because normally I see this thing at the shows. You know, you keep it locked in the garage, hidden away from the public eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, some behind the scenes footage. David's GTR right here.
I still see some ice over there.
And you got the new spoiler, right?
Oh yeah, that's new.
It's like every man's dream garage right here. You know what I mean? Alright, your car's like taking over the video. Stealing the show. Garage queen. Gotta take it out on the track.
You can say that.
Alright, man, I might get out of here.
Yeah.
Go get it on the lift and do the oils and all that. I appreciate it though, man. I'll help you clean up. Alright, everybody, we're back here, maintenance day part 2. We've got the Evo on the lift. And this morning, like I said, there was a leak coming from my radiator. You can see it right here. So it looks like I might be due for a new radiator unless I can get it fixed. I've never actually worked on a radiator. I'm wondering if there's some sort of seal or maybe something came loose. We'll go ahead and we'll check that out. Alright, I've been moving a little quick. I'm kind of in a hurry. But right now, I'm draining the coolant, whatever was left of it. So I did put a little bit of Prestone Super Flush in here on my drive over to Auto Hobby Shop, and I'm pretty sure it cleaned out a lot of that rust that was in there. Because I mean, you can tell this water looks nasty. Looks like straight river mud. I'm letting that drain right now. You guys can see it already looks a little bit better than it did with the before I put the Super Flush in there. I do have a crack in the radiator, which is not good, so I'm gonna have to diagnose that, possibly get a new radiator, so we'll see. Comment below if you know how to fix a radiator. There's literally a crack. I've got a paper towel right now kind of stuffed up in there, sucking up some of that water, but it's a nice steady drip, and it is getting hot in Okinawa. It gets upwards of 90 degrees here with the humidity and everything. Feels like it's over 100, so I definitely got to get the cooling issue squared away. I haven't had any overheating yet, but I don't want to get to that point. So in the meantime, I'm gonna flush out all the coolant. I'm gonna put some good distilled water in here, some more Super Flush, run it for a few days, probably go through the same process, do it a few times, and then in the meantime, while I'm doing that, I'll try to track down. I'll do some research on the radiators for these cars, see if there's a fix. If not, I might have to go find a 4G63 radiator somewhere on island, maybe at one of the junkyards. If not, I might have to order one online, and shipping out here does take a little while. So hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully I can find one locally or fix it, but we will see. So this is where we're at right now with the car. I did do the gear oil. So it took just under 3 quarts of 75W90. I got the 3rd quart in there, and right as I was putting the last little bit, it started overflowing a little bit. So that's how I know it was full. The old gear oil that was in there didn't look too bad, but I don't know when it was changed last, so the car just hit 150,000 kilometers on this odometer. It is a Evo 6 odometer, so it's not the original miles, but I'm kind of using that as my guideline. 150K, I'm going to do all fluids. So we're going to get the coolant squared away. Brake fluid looks good, and I'm just doing all the gear, the transfer, the diff, so on and so forth. So that's kind of the update on the car right now. So I'm gonna let this drain out and plug it back up, fill it up with some distilled water, and then we'll pick back up one of these days here in the near future. But that's probably gonna do it for today's video. Sorry it wasn't too exciting. At least we got to go check out David's car. I love his 33. And just stay tuned. I'm gonna have more maintenance videos coming. But you guys can see that the degreaser did some magic over here. This is all caked up with oil and dirt and gunk. So the engine is looking a lot better. Took a lot of the surface rust off here. It's a work in progress. We're getting there. Go ahead and clean the battery up a little bit too. So yeah, throw me a like, subscribe, stay tuned. I'll probably have another maintenance video up next week. It's gonna be an ongoing project until I get the car, what I like to call track ready, to where I know I can just take it out on the autocross track, beat it to hell, and I don't really have to worry about too much. I know it's a Mitsubishi. I know if it's not broken, you don't have a proper 4G63 from what I've read. But I just want to know, have the peace of mind that I can get in on it and not have to worry about the car breaking down. So that's kind of where we're at right now. So we'll see you on the next video.